Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man, complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, it's very early here, but maybe circle that one for later. A 3rd and long conversion, Charles, and that sets him up 1st and goal.
And how about the way they got it done? You just mentioned 3rd and long. I'm looking at it from the defense's perspective. They had the...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Stop him at the 10. Send them deep.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
To throw is Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Why can't we score?
They snap it to Fields.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. The Bears at 3-9 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Touchdown, Bears!
Van Jefferson
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him first.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London,
47 yards.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Back to throw, Fields. Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
The 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ridder.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tariq Castro Fields in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
No score zone. Let's get it, man. Move in here, guys.
Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 3rd and 2, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now here's Trenton Gill now. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Back to the air. Fields on 2nd down.
Forced out to his left. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Fields on 3rd down.
Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Take it to the house.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As they begin their 2nd half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the 2nd half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Falcons!
Chigakonkwo.
An 11-yard touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Check, smash, strike it.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he goes out right around the 39.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's in. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
43 red.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He's got it to the 43 here.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. This one brought in by Jefferson. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop inside the red zone. Every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Troy Anderson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Bryan Edwards from 19 yards away. And the Bears were able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your head.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
On play action, Fields. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. but his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Chigakonkwo,
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
and the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Complete to Jones.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
Looking downfield for Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though?